Hey, everybody, welcome to Weekly Market Monitor with Brian McCarthy from Compass. Looking at some interesting trends here for Hudson County and actually nationwide. We're seeing inventory dropping over the past couple of months, yet the number of contracts and sales are going up. So the things that are coming on the market are really going fast. Today is Friday, February 11th. Hope everybody's having a great day. The stats just came in for our local market here, January 2022 compared to January 2021. I'm going to have all these slides up on my website, just like all the past videos and stats. You can find everything there if you want to check each and every one out yourself. I'm going to go over kind of my local markets here with you individually. And if you want a copy of any of this stuff, please feel free to ask. I love sending this stuff out to you guys so you can browse it. We have every city in New Jersey available for you to check out. So I'm going to get in here, share my screen. Let me just get rid of that. All right, cool. So first off, I want to check out Hoboken because that's where I live, everybody. If you didn't know that already. All right, cool. So this is something that we're going to see in all of these slides. I want you to check this out. Overall number of contracts and new listings. So Hoboken's actually a little bit unique. I'm not seeing this trend here, but number of new listings, it's going to be pretty uniform across all these tabs here as down in Hoboken. Let's go over the contracts first. Okay, so 77 contracts in January last month, 80 units sold, average price of 1 million, which is a 31% increase from last year. Median sales price is at a 9% increase. Average days on market for everything that went on down by 18%, 41%. I'm sorry, 41 days. 32 days on the market for houses. Only 2 contracts and 3 new listings there. So 2/3 of everything that came on got a contract offer. It doesn't necessarily mean, at least the ratio is 2/3. So it doesn't necessarily mean that these 2 new contracts are those 3 that came out. But you can see inventory a lot lower, even though there's only a couple. Last year it was 7 compared to 2 and 8 compared to 3. Condos, which is kind of our majority housing stock here, same as the overall days on market, down to 41 from 50% of asking price at 101%. So we're seeing some bidding wars here, definitely still happening in Q1. I mean, Hoboken is hot. Everybody knows that, and it has been, but normally we don't see, these kind of bidding wars going on until the normal prime markets of like spring and summer. But as I said a couple months ago, this Q1 is going to be hot. Average sold price up 36% to $956,000. 75 new contracts, which is down 16%. Number of new listings down 27% to 108. Let's take a look at North Bergen. Actually, this has been a good, steady, increasing market, a good place to invest for sure over the past couple of years. That's what you're looking to do. North Bergen is very affordable still, very commutable. And what we're seeing here, 37 units sold, which is a 61% increase since January. Lots of people discovering the value here in North Bergen. Average sales price up 25% to $429, and the median sales price up 20% to $397. Pretty good stats there for anyone that's owning in North Bergen. Houses, 17 new listings compared to 28 condos. So a little bit more of a balance there between houses and apartments for sale. But we're seeing new listings down in the condo market by 18%. New listings in the houses up by 13 though, which is pretty nice. So those are definitely getting snatched up pretty quickly, 45 days compared to 39 last year. Not much of a difference there, but anything under 2 months, actually, if we're talking about nationwide stats and the absorption rate, anything under like 5 months is pretty good. And we're still under 2 at a month and a half here. Union City, another place that generally because of the higher taxes has a bit of a slower appreciation, although it has been pretty steady. Number of units sold here, only 20 last month, was a 20% decrease. And so we went from 24 to 20. Average sales price up 10% and the median sales price down 19%. So I guess a couple of those that sold were upward in that, or at least one was pretty highly priced to have the median come down by 19. Anyway, checking out here, 3 house listings compared to 33 condo listings. No change in the number of listings and contracts here, but we have a decrease in the number of contracts and the new listings here. So the things that are going on are selling for quite a bit more. Let's take a look at Bayonne, another one of those markets that's been kind of underappreciated in the past. You ever been to Bayonne? You know, it's a unique area. It's definitely one, you know, it almost feels like it's frozen in time, people. It's like, I don't know, this, even though wasn't alive then, like maybe the 60s is kind of the vibe that I get there, although it is definitely being updated recently. That's kind of when you drive around there, kind of the vibe I got or have been getting over the past couple of years, but definitely people investing there. Another one of those slowly appreciating areas like North Bergen, that's definitely getting more popular, especially as it's getting more commutable and obviously more affordable compared to the hotter markets a little bit north of Bayonne, like Jersey City and Hoboken. So we're seeing here 60% increase in units sold overall, 23% average price increase, and 12% median price increase compared to last year. Overall, number of new contracts increased while the number of new listings decreased. So inventory is tight. People are snatching up what's out there with, 35% increase, in the number of contracts that are going on the market. So this is kind of one of those things I was talking about in the beginning where new listings are going down, but the things that are on the market, number of contracts are going up. Let's see, what was another stat here? So that holds true here for number of contracts compared to new listings for the houses as the same as condos. So even though there's only 7 and 8 in the condo market and 16 and 15, same trend here with number of contracts going way up compared to the number of new listings that are coming out. Let's take a look at Weehawken and see if that holds true here. Overall, it does between the houses and the condos. But when you break it down here, not so much. Number of new contracts in houses up 20%, but the number of new listings went from 2 to 6, decent amount there. And condos, number of new contracts held steady at 21, while the number of new listings went down by 46%. 24% increase in the number of units sold, while the sales price actually went down a little bit. Wouldn't say that the market really dropped in Weehawken. It's really still a very affordable compared to Hoboken, especially if you're looking for a house area to live. But we see these little market fluctuations on a month-to-month basis. But I would say, hopefully my graph is going the right way for you here. It's steady. It's steady. I wouldn't worry too much about this if you just bought in Weehawken. All right, let's take a look at Jersey City as a whole before I get into the separate neighborhoods. And then I'll wrap this up before it gets too long. What we are seeing here, small increase in the number of units sold overall across all of Jersey City. Small increase in average sales price, while small decrease in median sales price, which means we probably had, 1 or 2 big sales there that didn't get caught in the median sales price. Overall, though, number of new contracts down a little bit, number of new listings about the same. Houses, number of new contracts down by 26%, new listings about the same. And in condos, pretty much the same as last year, just overall. But let's take a look at Journal Square. 32% increase in sales compared to this time last year, 30% price increase, 20% down in the days on market, and 51% increase in the median sales price. So Journal Square is doing what the Heights did maybe 2 or 3 years ago, where people are just flocking there. Journal Square is definitely a transitioning place. Glad I invested in there a few years ago. And a lot of people that have over the past couple of years are as well, for obvious reasons. The Heights, let's focus on these up here. So decrease in number of sales, while the average sales price about the same, median sales price down a little bit. Days on market held pretty much steady. Housing stock kind of low here. 4 sales, 5 contracts compared to condos, 21 sales and 39 contracts. Greenville is another place where people are slowly starting to discover it from an investment property. This is a little bit more of a longer buy and hold period for an investor compared to maybe Journal Square or the Heights was a few years ago, but still a good place to look. So down in the number of sales, although the average sales price and the median sales price both shot up. Days on market overall went down a little bit. 6 house sales and 5 new listings, while condos are 9 and 9, number of new sales and contracts. Down a little bit in the number of sales, up in the contracts like we've been seeing. Downtown held pretty steady. Not much of a change here in number of sales or average sales price, or really even in median sales price, but days on market has gone down quite a bit. That was a big delta compared to last year. Let's see, 4 house sales and 3 new contracts. Condos, here's the big dip right here. 31 days on the market this month compared to 61 last year. Number of new contracts at 43, down quite a bit. And the number of sales right holding steady. If I did not get to your neighborhood or the one that you're interested in, please let me know, or you can check all of them in the link below here in the website or in the email, depending on how you're looking at this. If you have access to it, to either one, the link down there will take you right to our Google Drive page, and you can look up any city, any town to see, so you can track that yourself. One more thing I want to do before we go that I like to do on Fridays is take a look real quick at mortgage rates. So they were holding really steady for a few weeks at the beginning of the year at 3.75, and that's where they were last week. And then a couple of days ago, they went up an 1/8 of a point and another 1/8 of a point. So the past 2 days, they're at 4% for your average 30-year fixed mortgage. 15 years also went up a little bit to 3.375. So people, if you have a rate lock in, I was just talking to one of my clients today, his rate lock expires on Monday. And when he locked it in, 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago, it's risen a whole 1/2 of a point since then. So he is definitely getting that rate lock extension, because 1/2 of a point over 30 years is quite a bit if you think about it. So lock yours in today if you are home shopping. Get an offer on the table, get that rate locked in. And if you're not pre-approved yet and you're on the fence, let me know. I'll connect you with my local lender. They are great, Bond Street Mortgage. They'll get you started, and they have excellent customer service people. I'll tell you all about it. So anyway, I'll let you get on with your day. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy weekend. Hope you have some really good plans for the Super Bowl. Drive safe, and happy Valentine's Day on Monday, whatever you are doing. And I will see you guys right here next week for our weekly market monitor. Bye, guys.